This is Pro Wrestling Dynamo Jumpin' Jim Grabowski, and you're listening to Pillow Talk with Uncle Howard and Franklin, right here on the Joe Rogan Podcast Network. Allegedly.
This Memorial Day, Denise Richards is coming to E! The rumors were one thing. Real life is so much better.
Can you two work together or no?
Thanks for coming here, Dad.
First movie that I saw you in was Wild Things.
I ain't the Bond girl. I ain't the girl from Wild Thing.
I'm the girl from Illinois that lives on a farm.
Well, maybe I just want to have some fun right now.
Denise Richards, It's Complicated, coming this Memorial Day on E!
Welcome back to Pillow Talk, everybody. It's your boy Franklin, and I'm joined by my lame uncle who doesn't shut up about his fake sitcom Banya.
Well, hell, it's good to be back with you, my bird-brain nephew, even though you're pissing me off a lot lately with your little Gunther ripoff of Banya. But the good news is Bantha's already been picked up by ABC.
Bantha's picked up already? Cool.
Bantha, it's one of those Star Wars monsters. It's been picked up for 7 episodes. It's in pre-pro, as they call it.
Who picked it up? Crackle? Epic? Who picked it up?
CISO.
Yeah. Because it sounds like a so-so. And, you know, another word for so-so is a bust. You know, when something's so-so, it's kind of a bust. So CISO, so-so. Banya's out. Gunther's going to be the hit. I'm actually going to New York next month because the city of New York is going to be a character on the series Gunther. So I got to study it.
Is Gunther going to be kind of a love story to movies?
Well, it's going to be part Jason Bourne, part Guardians of the Galaxy, and part smut film, actually. Might show a little penetration in Gunther. That's still up in the air. Depends what Netflix has to say.
I'm going to be showing a little market penetration. Anyway, hey, we got to class it up, though. We do have a guest with us, a real classy lady that we've met up in Tampa Bay. Why don't you introduce yourself there?
Hi, everybody out there. This is Brenda. I'm sitting here next.
You're at the king size bed. You're adjacent to a king size.
I'm not on it though.
You're not on it. As much as Uncle Howard tried, you are not on it. No.
There's plenty of room.
Now, can you tell people
Howard?
Sorry.
Can you tell people our living arrangement? Because a lot of people don't believe that we have a nice house. I think it's lovely. Right?
I mean, it's a nice house, I guess, for the neighborhood.
What about the Corona poster my uncle hung up there with the bikini lady?
It's a little lewd.
Okay.
But you're two bachelors, and it's to be expected.
So
I wouldn't expect anything less.
So Brenda knows us because we go to the Seashell every Thursday night. Mm-hmm. We go, and me and my uncle, what can you say about an uncle-nephew duo that hits up the bars? We see some ladies, and we're talking to all of them, aren't we, Howard?
That's right. We're there every night. Thursday night, it's Thursday night trivia. We frequently get eliminated before they've asked the first question, and that just gives us more time to get out there. We circle the room. We're like a couple of sharks on the prowl, and we look for some wounded fish. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of those fish ain't biting.
Those fish ain't biting, and it's not our fault. We're just a couple horn dogs, and I'm not going to apologize. I'm just open about my sexuality. I'm just open about it.
And I've recently revealed that I'm pansexual, so I'm not just looking for ladies. I'm looking for anything out there. I'm not picky. If you're out there, I am on Twitter. My name is Miata Guy for you. It doesn't matter if you're a guy, if you're a lady, if you're one of them that dresses up like a fox, or if you're just a big pair of feet. Hey,
no furries.
Howard.
Come on, yeah.
The Seashell is a classy place. It's not a gay bar. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right, of course.
But it's not a gay bar. It's a family-friendly restaurant bar. Families on one side, bar on the other. You two stay on the bar side.
I love a family.
But you see us talking to ladies, though, right? You know that we get numbers left and right.
Yeah. No. What? You two are such little shy guys at the bar. You sit there and you stare at your appletini and you don't really. I mean, you walk around a little bit.
We don't walk. We're like predators. We're the big fish at the Seashell.
Okay. You do
we're
a
the
little
big
lap.
Fish.
You do a little lap around the bar and you kind of stand there for a second and you look at each other mostly.
This is almost slander, Howard. Howard,
I'm not trying
met
to be
that.
mean.
I know,
I'm
but
not trying
you
to
met
be
that
mean.
one woman who seemed all right, you know?
That's right. Her name was Timissina, and she was a beautiful woman, stood about 7'3", but that was in her heels, to be fair, so probably only about 6'8" or so otherwise, and
You love the Amazons.
I love
Yeah,
the
she's
Amazons.
She's trouble, Howard.
Now, we got
How
to
do you
decide.
figure?
You can tell. Bartenders know. You can tell. She
Bartenders
doesn't
do
tip.
know. They're very receptive.
No,
She doesn't tip.
If I recall correctly, her drink of choice is a Jameson triple. Is that right?
Yep, that's right, Howard. That's pretty good of you to remember. How many of those did you buy for her again?
Well, last Thursday or cumulatively?
God, how many have you bought from her? For her?
Let's see. We've been going there for the past 175 weeks, and that's about 4 triple Jamesons a week. So I guess that puts me around 3,000 Jamesons.
Okay. And you haven't gotten anywhere, and I would know because we share a bed.
It's the slow burn.
No. Anyways, Brenda, we love to watch a movie here at the king size bed, or the cinema de Franklin, as I like to call it. You know, the Franklin Paradiso, 18, my favorite age. Psych, I'm not Dane Cook. Anyways, we were debating what movie to watch in our king size bed, and I've come up with a little divider so I don't see Howard while we're watching certain movies like Jennifer's Body, or the one I've picked today. It's only in VHS, unfortunately. Stars Ryan Phillippe. It's called Cruel Intentions, and I got a screensaver of it. A desktop wallpaper of Cruel Intentions on our old PC, and I'm nominating that for our movie of the night. What about you, Howard?
Well, I like a movie where there's a little bit of the on-screen romance is reflected by a real-life romance. So I picked something with they called it Benifer at the time. It's Ben Affleck, Jennifer Garner. They're a crime-fighting duo. He goes by the name of Daredevil. Now, this is a hell of a film. And Colin Farrell in as the bad guy, and Ben Affleck's wearing a real skin-tight suit.
Okay, isn't Michael Duncan Clark in this?
That's right, Michael Clark Duncan, actually. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's all the same. You could any way you want to put it. That could be a real name. Duncan Michael Clark, Clark Michael Duncan. It all works.
It
out
all
about
adds up
same.
to the same thing.
And a big man with a big heart, and I think he's doing real well these days. So
I haven't
God
seen him
bless
too much in the movies, but I'm sure he's doing all right.
I'm sure he's doing really well.
Yeah. So, Brenda, do you got a movie for us?
I
to
sure
nominate?
do.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm turning 50, if you could believe it.
Wow.
50.
Don't
At
look a
the
day
end-
over 47.
Oh, Howard. Anyways, I'm single, and I'm not gonna give any.
Howard,
don't
it's
get
not
any
funny.
ideas.
Wow,
Don't get
Howard,
any ideas.
easy.
Don't get any ideas.
Sorry.
I'm single. Oh.
Howard, you're blushing. You're blushing.
Well, I'm about in that age range too, Brenda. But
You looking as
You're
red
not
as a
50.
tomato.
No. I look like I could be under 45. Howard, you look over 65. I'm sorry.
He does. You look
I'm
old
sorry.
as shit, Howard.
It's called,
you look old
it's
as
called
dirt.
capillary veins, honey. I'm sorry.
And
That
that's
was rude. I'm
That's
sorry.
a, that's a shame, actually, because I'm actually younger than Franklin. It's his adopted uncle, and I'm in fact just 24 years old. But you know,
Okay.
You're
We live in a different time and age.
24-year-old.
You're a rough 24, my friend.
It's
You're a
been
Hans
bad.
Mole Man 24.
Oh, okay.
So the
Anyways,
movie.
No more age shaming. Okay, I'm turning 50. I'm single, believe it or not. And the other day, somebody called me a cougar. And I didn't know what that meant, so I looked it up. And I found this neat-looking movie called Cougars Incorporated. Cougars
Okay,
Incorporated. Are you
who's
familiar
in
with
that?
it? Oh,
I'm not familiar with it. Who's in that? Eugene Levy?
James Belushi.
Oh no! Wait, no.
Better
Didn't he die?
I think that's the other one.
Oh, so you got according to
Jim?
Jim here in this one.
Jim.
According
Jim
to Jim.
Belushi? Or is that
the star
James
of
Belushi?
K9.
Does he go by Jim and James?
I think only with the when he's hitting up the professional shorties, he's James,
Okay.
but he's Jim Belushi.
Okay.
When he's
okay.
at
And
Oscar
then
Fair.
it also has Sarah Hyland, the girl from Modern Family.
I know who she is. She's done 3 episodes of Law and Order Special Victims Unit, actually, and
She's been a victim each time.
No, she wasn't. She played the prep school girl that killed her friend.
Yep,
Because they were competing.
She threw over a
for
boat.
First in class, and the Russian, or was she Russian? I don't know.
Wasn't the dad? The dad was Russian.
The dad was Russian, and he made the girls kneel on the floor.
On things of rice. And
Yes.
it embeds in their skin. So we got a little bit of SVU talk. Brenda watches hours of Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Give me some Mariska. Give me some. What's the bald guy name again?
You're talking about
Christopher
Detective
Maloney.
No, you don't mean
Christopher
Richard
Maloney.
Belzer? He's a sex symbol as well, Richard Belzer.
Richard Belzer could be my. Oh, never mind.
He looks like a shaved chimp.
I'd like to ring his bells.
Okay, Hulk Hogan rang his bell and knocked him out.
You getting
but okay.
jealous?
Yeah, Howard, you're getting pissed off right now.
Don't talk about
Hey, I'm not getting pissed off
Belzer.
yet. I'm just mad.
So who is the star of Cougars Inc. though?
Well, the main cougar is Miss Denise Richards.
Wow.
AKA Miss X Charlie Sheen.
Oh my God! Now she was a bombshell on in Wild Things. I mean, she's still a bombshell. Starship Troopers. Her IMDb speaks for herself. I'm an IMDb, whatever. Not a big deal. Who cares? I tell all the women that at the Seashell, and they don't seem to get it. I don't understand why.
What's IMDb?
Internet Database of Movies is what it stands for.
For Franklin, it stands for I am dumb butt.
Okay, great job.
Bad.
Great
Thanks.
job. So
Nailed it.
Now I got a bit of a scoop on Denise Richards. Her good friend Jerry O'Connell says she's going to be on the new season of something called Robo.
That's
Robo.
right.
Oh!
I don't know what that means.
RoboCop.
Robo.
That's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So she's going to be a real housewife. Isn't that a downgrade from movie star to housewife like that?
Well,
I know she's Charlie Sheen.
probably.
Well, I mean, she's not his housewife anymore, but she still has those kids. How are they growing up?
I'm sure they're fine.
They're fine.
She was married to Ed Sheeran, right?
Oh.
Little redhead fella.
Who is she married to now is my
I don't-
question.
Ed
Yeah,
Sheeran.
I think you have to be a wife to be a housewife, right?
Oh, shit.
Now, you can't turn a
No.
wife into a housewife. That's what I've always
That's not how it goes.
Yeah,
So,
she's
this might be a loophole to get her out of it, unless she's not with Jerry O'Connell. They're just friends.
not
They're
with
just
Jerry
two
O'Connell.
sexy
I thought
friends.
she was. Two sexy friends. No, it looks like it's just going to be her as a single lady, as a cougar, because now, how old is she? Are we the same age? Oh, she's 47.
might be the same.
So
She's
very
47.
close. 47, cougar status. And
Yeah.
now she's coming full circle from her Cougars Inc. past and going to become a cougar on The Real Housewives with Lisa Vanderpump and Lisa Rinna and whoever else is on it.
And isn't one of
And
the
Lisa
Real
Loeb.
Housewives Lisa Loeb?
Is she
Lisa Loeb,
Is she a
Lisa
housewife?
Lisa,
Lisa and
They're
Nicole
all-
Jam. Lisa Turtle. All of them are on there.
all of them are on it.
Now,
Yeah.
when you bring up a star like Denise Richards, there's one tradition we like to do on Pillow Talk, and I know it's a little demeaning, but we go on WikiFeet and we look at their ranking. Now, Denise Richards has only 4 stars on WikiFeet.
That's an
Out of
outrage.
how many?
5, but it's still
That's
not
pretty
good.
No.
No.
WikiFeet automatically gives people these perverts just give people 4 stars off the bat. Now I'm gonna read some of the comments.
Megan
Just-
McCain has 5 stars for herself.
Yeah, so the bar's set really low. So Footsie Foot Reborn says Sweet Souls. Emma Stone Slave says look at that gorgeous
No.
wrinkle.
Oh.
And I'm gonna read one more comment. Furious, that's just their name. I don't really
Why?
care for the front view of her feet, but that is a great soul shot by the photographer. So, once again, WikiFeet, they're a little rough on Denise Richards, which is a shame.
Well,
You know?
you know who got a real bad rating on WikiFeed? I just looked her up, and it's unfortunate. It looks like a little less than 3 stars. It's Kellyanne Conway.
Well, she earned that, so.
Somebody said she looks like the Crypt Keeper, and I don't think that's fair at all, because the Crypt Keeper is a good-looking guy.
And
got
does
long
her
hair.
feet look like that, like a crypt person?
Let me take a look.
I don't think
here.
the Crypt Keeper is a species of people, Brenda. I don't think the Crypt Keeper has a wife. He's got a Crypt son. I don't think they're a species like you might find in the Star Wars universe of
You
Crypt
never know.
Keepers.
You never know. I like to be nice to everybody, you know?
A lot of really good people out there don't have a wife or a son, but that doesn't make them not a person.
Okay. Anyways.
Look at the Pope.
Okay. Chessmate, Howard. Good job. Anyways, I know you had some thoughts because recently Chris Hardwick made his return to the post show of Walking Dead prequel, Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah,
So he's back on the talk show, the after show, which he called a sanctuary. And how do you feel about this, Brenda? Before we go into Howard's poem.
Is he the guy that was on Singled Out?
No. He was on Shipmates, actually. Oh no, yeah, he was on Shipmates too, though. I'm sorry. I thought you were referencing.
He was on Singled Out, so that's the show that both gave us the fear of vaccinations and a violent sexual abuser.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then Carmen Electra too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, she's normal.
I think she's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's fine.
Yeah. I don't know what
she's not bad.
She
was associated with Prince, if I recall correctly.
Okay, so that's a good association.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. But Prince was on New Girl, and that's not a.
He
not
was?
So, yeah.
Yeah,
He was in an episode. Prince was on an episode of New Girl where they go to a party at his house, and the boys had to break in, but Cece and Jess got to go inside. So the boys had to hop the fence.
They went to Paisley Park.
Bless his heart.
Yeah. So that's one of the last things he was on. Is New Girl.
Wow.
He was starting with The Man in the Mirror, but unfortunately that's not where he ended.
So Prince was actually the king for a brief period, and Michael Jackson died, right?
That's right.
He inherited that. He was the king. He wasn't the prince. He was the king. He was the king the last few years.
They called him the man formerly known as Prince and the man currently known as the King.
That's right. So back to Chris Hardwick. Singled Out, Shipmates, which nobody ever hooked up. Nobody ever had a good time on Shipmates. It was always a disaster.
Well,
So
I never watched that one.
you never watched that one? He was really pale. That was his drinking days. So, and now that he's sober, he's equally still a creep. So Howard, you said you wrote a little something about him, didn't you?
Well, I did, but before I go on, I do want to say that I'm about to say some pretty sideways words about Chris Hardwick, but I do want to thank him for putting Will Wheaton back on TV. Now, that's a very funny man, and he's got a lot of really interesting things to say about possibly the most entry-level nerd shit you could ever hear. Now, as everyone knows, I do love to write a poem here and there. Sometimes the muses enter me, and what can I say but beautiful words come out of my fingertips. And I did have to write one about Chris Hardwick. It just
You had those
came to me.
You had those artistic juices flowing, didn't you?
Oh, and all sorts of other juices too.
Oh my, come on.
All right. I apologize because
Howard.
I'm sorry, Brenda. And Brenda, might I say, I'm honored that you left Eau Claire, Wisconsin, to come down here to Tampa Bay and hang out with us Floridians. I know we're not big city folk like you're used to. But
You couldn't believe we were on the radio, and we're not. We're on a podcast. It's very different.
You guys kind of tricked me.
Podcast on the radio.
I thought I was going to a radio station, and then I looked at the address, and it was this, house.
That's a nice way to put it, a house. Yes, it's a house.
And then I knocked on the door.
Yes.
And nobody answered.
That's also
for
a nice way to put it. That is a door.
minutes.
That slab of wood is a door.
And I stood outside, and I was very confused. I walked around the back, and I saw Howard naked from the waist down.
Well, you didn't see much then.
Yeah. Hey. But, we do make a habit out of not answering the door on account of we've had some fairly disreputable people coming around lately.
There's a guy named General Electric.
There's this guy, General Electric.
Electricity.
He wants some money from me.
Guys.
He looks like the general, anyways, from the.
Let's hear this poem.
He looks
sorry.
like the general from the television commercials, except
Shaq's
he's an
friend.
African American. Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. I entitled this poem "Hardwick Poem." I heard some news, and it got me pissed off. I ain't doing a waltz like my name was Christoph. That's the reference to the guy from the Tarantino movies.
I got it.
Hardwick is back, a man I revile. I'd like to throw him into a shit pile. His actions were evil, they were foul, they were heinous. I bet you thought you knew what the next rhyme was going to be, but I'm a class act now. His return to TV was full of his weeping. I wish it was with the fish with whom he was sleeping. Chris Hardwick is slime and shall not be forgiven. His career is done, just like Jeremy Piven's. A boycott, I ask, his success would be tragic. Oh, witches or warlocks, curse him with thy magic. Bind him with hexes, incantations, and spells. Use your occult, powers must fell. For the man is a creep, and he always be scheming. But in hell his soul shall be devoured by a demon.
Another spooky poem
That
by my
was-
Uncle Howard.
That was very dark, Howard.
Extra
What?
spooky.
I have been consulting with some of the pagan and Wiccan community of Fort Myers. And I've been learning a lot about the rule of three and, pentacles and Cernunnos, the horned god of the woods, and all that kind of stuff.
Do you know a gal named Willow?
Well, I only know Dark Willow, but they might be related.
No.
This is-
Oh.
Spooky territory we're
white.
heading to. Well then. So, we haven't decided on a movie necessarily, but I think we're gonna go with Cruel Intentions. So you might want to leave after the show's over, Brenda, because we have a divider we put up across the bed for movies like that.
We built a wall of books between us.
Yeah, because we don't really use them for reading. That's not our thing. Reading is kind of
Yeah, I see a
for
lot
the
of-
nerds.
A lot of James Patterson novels.
Well, it's only the smartest stuff here.
Who
Only
kidnapped the
smartest
president?
That's
Oh,
a
that's
thriller
cool.
that
Bill Clinton.
yeah.
He wrote a book with Bill Clinton about kidnapping the president.
No, that's how you know he's a
Seems
good
like-
writer.
Seems like Howard already read that one.
Well, I'm pretty good friends with Bill Clinton, to be honest with
No,
you.
you are not.
Yeah, he and I, we share a lot of the same opinions about.
Okay.
That
He taught
doesn't-
me everything I know about meeting with ladies and Trimison, and he's a good man.
Well, you know who doesn't have a problem with the ladies? A guy by the name of Dane Cook, a man who I actually stand for when he was viciously under attack by Louis C.K., known masturbating enthusiast Louis C.K. Anytime Louis C.K. gets mentioned, he gets this sound effect on our show.
Womp womp. Oh, different, grosser
Yeah.
sound effect.
Grosser sound effect because that's what he did in front of Garfunkel and Oates. So, and Dane Cook might be with a 19-year-old and there's a 27-year age gap, but he's not Louis. He didn't direct a movie and for nefarious reasons like I Love You, Daddy, just to be behind the camera, with or without pants. I don't know, but. So Dane Cook, what's your take on this, Howard? There's a 27-year age gap between him and his boo.
Well, 27 years is, a lot of things can happen in 27 years. Like a little baby can be born and grow up into a lady that you
be
can go on a
27
date
years old.
with. Or,
Lord.
but also, they talk about the age of the earth, and they say the dinosaurs have been dead for 65 million years, and that seems like a long time ago to me. So when you compare that to 27 years, it's not that big a deal. It's not like she's dating a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I say fair play to you, Dane Cook, and I think maybe you're one of the funniest guys in all of the world. So thumbs up.
Damn true. He fell out MSG for a reason. What's your take on this, Brenda? Is Dane Cook a bit of a creep? I mean, he's not as bad as Louis, but is he on the spectrum or no? Or is this just like
Yeah.
questionable?
He's on the spectrum. She's still a teenager.
So he should have waited 12 months? Is that when it's okay?
Yes.
Oh my.
Well, okay.
Wait for her to be
You know-
allowed to drink.
Did you guys know? And I would have never mentioned this, but since you invited me on your radio podcast show, podcast, Pillow Talk, I have a daughter.
Oh,
Is that so?
easy?
Don't sound so excited. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you that she's 19.
He just sprung up out of bed like Grandpa Joe.
You don't need to tell me. I can hear it in your voice.
Oh, goodness gracious. Good Lord. Okay, she's 19. She's 19. She'll never come into the Seashell. No. No.
Why not?
Because she lives in Wisconsin.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
that is
She
unfortunate.
stayed there.
She's not allowed into Florida, isn't that right?
No.
I don't blame her. I've heard some bad things
dangerous
that have
for her.
happened to outsiders in Florida, but I won't go into
Well,
that.
anyways.
It's mighty sad.
And what is this 19-year-old girl's name?
Let me look it up on the old Bing search right quick.
Shoshana Lonstein.
That's her name is Shorsha Ronan, and I don't like you. Shorsha.
Shorsha. Who?
Shorsha Ronan from Lady Bird.
He means sour sea.
Sour.
Oh.
Lady Bird.
The girl from that movie where the mom is mad.
From Roseanne. She was in Atonement in 2007, but I didn't like her in 2007.
I thought her name was
Saurice.
Let's all say how we thought her name was pronounced before.
At the same time.
Okay.
One, two, three.
Saurice. Okay. Well, anyway, you want to pronounce her name. I've been looking to email her, and I think we have an unspoken connection. We kind of have a will they, won't they. 'Cause we don't really know the answer if her and I will ever be a thing. But, I just want to say hi if she's listening. I mean, if she's on email.
Is she 19?
She's 24.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise
Getting
my
up there
voice.
in age.
Yeah, 24. She could dunk a basketball at that age if she had the ability. LeBron James was dunking before that.
6'7", so.
No.
Oh, just like your girl, Howie.
Yeah, he likes her tall.
Just like Tayana or whatever.
I don't remember something or other. Tallulah.
So her name. So Dane Cook's girlfriend is Kelsey Taylor, and as mentioned on Jack AM, he's a reply guy. He replies on all her photos. He's like, "Hot damn, hubba hubba."
What's her name again?
It is Kelsey Taylor.
Oh, I loved Frasier, so.
It's not. No. I don't even know what you're thinking, but no, it's not. It's not Kelsey Grammer. He's not with Kelsey Grammer, though he's starting to look like him a little bit.
I loved that song, Kelsey Grammer by Nelly.
That's country grammar, man. You are not that cool, Howard. Stop fronting like you are. It's
I've
getting
been drinking
embarrassing.
these Ritas all night, and they got me a little confused.
You are embarrassing yourself with all of these Ritas. It's too much. So, Brenda, do you have any advice for how me and Howard are eventually going to find the love of our lives at the Seashell? Because we're hitting a rough patch so far.
Okay. Well,
How do we talk to the babes?
I've got an idea.
All right.
So, as I said, I'm turning 50, I'm single, not going to date either of you guys.
Oh.
But I am dating, and my 19-year-old daughter told me to sign up for an app called Tinder.
Okay, yeah, Tinder's very popular.
Okay. So, I think instead of trying to meet girls at the Seashell, you should try to meet girls on the Tinder. And have them come to the Seashell, and I'll give them a free drink.
Oh, you hear that, Howard? We got a hookup. Holler if you hear that. That's a pretty good deal. So
This is a newspaper article that you read? And then
No. It's an app on the phone. Look, we'll create a profile for both of us. How about that?
Yeah.
The package duo right here.
The classic uncle-nephew
And tell them
app.
to come to the Seashell. It's a safe space.
Yeah.
Where they can come. You can go on a nice date. I'll keep an eye on both of you, because you never know. You never know. Like you guys pretend like you're,
What?
Casanova, like these, Casanovas, but you're just two shy guys.
We're
And
not
you just
shy
sit
guys. We're a couple local hunks. We're a couple of
Okay,
greasers
okay.
practically.
You know.
We're like
they're safe with
Travolta
you.
and Tim Allen practically.
Okay. They're safe with you, but you know, I heard of this guy. He went on a Tinder date in Sarasota, and the girl stabbed him
Jesus.
in the leg just for no reason.
Well, that's not fatal, so I'm okay with that.
That's not
scissors.
fatal. That's still horrible.
With sewing scissors.
What is this on the news somewhere I can look up?
No.
I've been stabbed by
It
one.
was on,
Oh,
it was
just-
on,
It's on the rumor mill.
it was on nextdoor.com.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm
Oh,
not.
is that one of those newspapers they got now on the internet there?
Just, you are embarrassing yourself. I'm gonna open up the Tinder profile. You know, we need a joint photo of each other, and you know, we'll work on the descriptions. For Bedhead Nation, submit us some things we should include in the joint profile for me and Uncle Howard on our Tinder page. We are gonna submit, and you guys can help us out. We're gonna allow you guys to fill out our information on Tinder, and what photos to have and all that. And you know, all the bedheads out there, you can suggest just descriptions, text ad, and just fun facts that we could put in photos that people could scroll through. So Bedhead Nation, this is a call to arms. Help Uncle Howard and Franklin start their joint Tinder account, and we would appreciate the help.
And for any girls out there that are listening, I'm sure you have a lot of girl listeners.
We have like 3, if I'm being
Okay.
perfect, which is really good considering.
So any of the girls or ladies out there who want to go on a date with these two very, very, very shy guys. They're very
We're
quiet.
cool.
They're very, very just no. They don't even say anything.
We are very
If
cool
you-
at the bar.
If you want a free apple teeny at the Seashell Bar and Family Restaurant in Tampa Bay, Florida, please reach out on their Tinders. Yeah?
I'm more of a lager guy, you know,
Okay.
IPAs,
Okay.
cool beers,
Uh,
you know.
You did ask for that Kahlua.
Oh,
shot
yeah,
the
whatever.
other
I just wanted to
day.
try
Okay.
it. I'm a hard beer guy, you know.
Okay,
Hard Mike's
okay.
harder lemonade. I don't go for the hard lemonade. I go for the harder lemonade.
Oh, do you guys remember the night that I gave Howard the espresso martini?
That was
He was
good,
wired.
but it got me a little too excited. I'll tell you something, Brenda.
Gross.
I've been out there every time ordering a buttery nipple, and you keep giving me a drink now. I don't know what the deal with that is. but-
Oh, Howard.
Jesus.
Don't be gross.
You are the
I'm
OG
sorry, man.
pervert. So, still, the call
I
to arms
apologize.
is to the bedheads. Help us form a Tinder account that will be attractive to the babes. And me and Howard, we'll do the rest of the work. We'll do the doity work for, you know, and bring home somebody to the king-size bed. So, is there anything else you guys would like to add, or are we going to wrap it up here?
Well, I'd just like to point out that we are on social media, except for Brenda. You can find her every Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Saturday nights down at the Seashell. As for me, you can find me on Twitter at MiataGuy4U. Come on down, say hello.
That's the number 4.
That's the number 4. That's
You need to
the
stop
letter
insulting
U.
our fans, by the way.
Our fans are a bunch of dumb dicks, and I don't care who knows it.
You
We're also-
you buoy bombed Jack AM.
Well, that was
You
a
buoy
mistake.
bombed him.
I thought he was Jack Osborne, and I've got a bit of a grievance with Jack Osborne. It turns out he's another fella, and I have no problem with him. Now, also, we are on iTunes. We're on SoundCloud. Give us a thumbs up, 5-star rating on those. That's radio shows that are broadcast across the country, so those are really good. Franklin, you're on Twitter too, isn't that right?
Yeah, I'm Bug TV Franklin with my affiliation with the Bugman, who bought 20% of MoviePass, and
Wow.
he made some headlines.
Go
you know,
on
on the
down and see
Reddit.
Wild Hogs 2. It's in theaters now.
Yeah, what? We didn't have Wild Hogs 2 news because unfortunately there hasn't been much filming. I feel like the fake poster for Aryan Blood Oath was in really poor taste. I feel Dr. Dong, a loyal Twitter follower, he said it should just be called Blood Oath. I think that's a fine thing right there.
Compromise, yeah.
Yeah, and also I feel Wild Hogs is kind of has a wrench thrown in it with the president taking a photo with those bikers. Did you see that, Brenda?
Yeah, I saw the very inappropriate patches.
There were some bad ones. There were
There
some
was
bad
one,
ones.
something about titties and
And we speak English. Yeah, it's a couple bad apples. So I don't know if Wild Hogs will survive. But, maybe once I get Gunther up and running, maybe I can lend myself as a producer for Wild Hogs Dose.
Is Gunther a biker?
The actor James Michael Tyler or the character of Gunther?
Both.
The character of Gunther is gonna find a space stone that's gonna help him time travel. So I mentioned, he could, space jewels. He can find a hog. He can ride a hog. I don't think James Michael Tyler can. The human being behind Gunther. He took some new photos on IMDb, which is just him with glasses and hats. He just kind of alternated.
That shows he's got a wide range.
He does have
a hat guy or a glasses guy.
You could, if you need him to play a stooge or a guy who owns a hat and a suit, go contact James Michael Tyler, I suppose. So I guess that's it for Pillow Talk. Brenda, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you guys.
And to all the bedheads out there, why don't you go fuck yourselves?
Howard.